What's going on, guys? Bet Records back with another NFL video. We got the final week of the NFL season coming up here. We're going to be looking at the spreads as well as the overall winners for each game this week. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure you're doing that. We're doing a lot more prize picks videos, over under for different players, some spreads and lines as well. We got the Discord rolling. Did okay for NFL last week. We've been really killing NBA though. Last week we did pick Lazard, who went over on yards, and Sutton did push. And then, of course, we know how the last game went against the Bills and the Bengals there the other night. Prayers from Bet Records to Hamlin and family, as well as the Bills Mafia, of course. Best news of it is the charity getting how many millions of dollars, which is just super crazy. Kind of shows us that football is more than just a sport and entertainment. So really cool to at least see that. Wishing the best for that whole situation there. Nonetheless, we got to carry on here. We got the first matchup here. We got Kansas City versus Vegas in Vegas. We got 13-3 and 6-10 here for the records. Plus 7.5 for Vegas. And this one, I think this was at 9.5 earlier, but nonetheless, I think Kansas City can win this by double digits. Vegas has got the younger quarterback in there. Carr should not be playing in this final week here. Raiders, I think the Raiders are out of the playoffs as well. Just double checking here. Vegas. Yes, Vegas is eliminated from the playoffs as well, so they're definitely not playing for a spot here. They may be wanting to lose for that better draft pick, right? Definitely taking Kansas City in this one. It may be a blowout, and I'm not looking to take Patrick Mahomes over on anything. I won't necessarily say it's a blowout, but Kansas City is still playing for seeding. But if they're winning by 14, even 17 points in that case, they might as well pull their starters and continue on. But nonetheless, we're gonna take Kansas City for the first game here. We got Tennessee at Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence has been hot, especially in the latter course of this season. Jacksonville is projected to win by 7 points with the current spread here of -6.5. Definitely think that they can get the win done. I think the spread is a little bit reaching, but I'm still willing to put some money down on that one there. We're definitely going to be doing a multi-game slate of games for our premium picks on the Discord. Definitely check the link below if you guys are interested. Check out our Instagram as well. We got free picks rolling everywhere, so definitely follow us along here. We're gonna continue on though. However, I think Jacksonville can definitely get this one done. Let me double check to see what they're playing for here. We got Tennessee, who is on the bubble currently. Jacksonville is definitely going to make it, as it looks at this point here, into the playoffs. So both teams going to want to win. Tennessee is going to want to push that extra little bit to hopefully sneak in one of the final wild card spots here. However, I'm going to still roll with Jacksonville at home with a hot young crowd in that offense. Next game up here, we got the Bengals at home against the Ravens. I don't think Lamar's going to play still. Looks like he's going to be questionable. I don't know if they even play him. Where are these guys at for playoffs here? Cincinnati definitely is in there. Baltimore definitely in as well. So both teams just playing for better seeding at this point. Does appear they would be tied with records if Baltimore does win this one. Would all kind of depend on how the Chargers do in this week. For Baltimore's case, at least. Nonetheless, I think Cincinnati can take this one at home. The spread -7, I might want to stay away from. I believe in the Baltimore's defense, or the Ravens defense in a little bit more than Cincinnati's, especially in regards to the passing game there. So I think Cincinnati definitely wins this one overall. Looks like there might be some weather with this one as well, so we'll have to stay tuned as that game comes a little bit closer. Taking Joe Burrow at home in that one. Next game here, we got the Panthers at the Saints here. I'm not even going to look. These guys are both done for the playoffs here. Power rankings, you can see the Panthers are a little bit ahead. I know New Orleans has the better passing defense with Lattimore back there. Looks like some potential weather on the top right there as well in New Orleans. I will take Carolina, especially against the spread of Carolina sitting at +3.5. I think maybe the Saints can win with the Will Lutz field goal towards the end there, but Panthers are going to put that run game. They're going to keep it on the ground all game if they can. Sam Darnold is playing for I don't know if he's going to get stay with the Panthers, but he's definitely playing to stay in the NFL nonetheless here. maybe catch a play with one of these other teams that are lacking a quarterback right now. Nonetheless, we're going to take Carolina. I'm going to stay away from the overall on this one. I think it's going to be a coin flip. Next game here, we got Cleveland in Pittsburgh. Tomlin is fighting for, trying to keep a positive record. I don't think he's hit one, or I should say a negative record below 500 at all in his coaching career. Currently, they're perfectly at 500 right now, and they're looking to make it one more and make it to 9-8. Pittsburgh is in contention right now for a playoff spot, it would appear, and Cleveland, there is no way. Cleveland Browns, nope, they are eliminated. Just a little bit after Pittsburgh there. So Pittsburgh definitely in the chase here, wanting to get a win at home. Mike Tomlin's going to want to keep his record up. Deshaun Watson has not performed as well as we had. I don't even want to say that we all hoped. I should say that Cleveland had hoped when they made all their big moves there. Looks like some weather as well in Pittsburgh. Nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and take the better defense as well. A lot of good things going for Pittsburgh in this matchup. Next matchup here, we got Houston and Indianapolis. I'm staying away from this one. I don't like either team truly in this one. I will be taking the Texans just for a little bit of an upset. Again, it's going to be a coin flip. Think, the Colts kicker may have a decent game, maybe looking over for fantasy points or something later this week. Might get some of that dropped in there. We do have some potential weather as well. A lot of weather as we're getting to the beginning of this year. But I'm going to take Houston in this one with the spread. See how that one shakes out. We got Minnesota and Chicago next, just flying along here. We're going to have to definitely take Minnesota in this one. I know Chicago is +4 playing in Chicago. I'm surprised this says cloudy and sunny. I would project there to be some kind of weather in Chicago of all places. So we'll definitely have to, take a closer peek at that one with the power ranks. Away record, they're 4-3. The Vikings are. Away record doesn't give a whole lot for me on the edge here. If I'm going against the spread, I'm going to do Chicago. I think this is going to be a one-score game for Minnesota, though. So overall, I will be taking Minnesota on the road here. Next game up, we got the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. We're going to have to see what happens in this game with the whole Hamlin situation kind of still transpiring at this point. We're recording this on Wednesday here. And no news is happening so far with the reschedule of the previous Buffalo Bills and Cincinnati game. I doubt that's going to happen this late in the season. Nonetheless, let's say all factors aside, I would be picking the Bills here. However, just with kind of this mental game, we see the odds are currently unavailable. We're not really sure what's going to be happening with this one. Mainly in New England, just because they have a decent defense and, Big Bill always seems to do good against these teams. I think Patriots might have beat them out last year in the playoffs. Could definitely be wrong in that one. We're just going to pick New England to move right along here. That game is definitely in the air at this point. We got the Jets at the Miami Dolphins here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the playoff picture. Miami is definitely still in the chase. And the Jets are eliminated. Just one spot in the record separating them here. So if Miami loses, not going to be looking good. They are 0-5, sorry, for both teams here. Miami is playing at home. Hopefully, the Dolphins can put one together. I'm thinking Tua is going to be still out after his concussion the other week here. We're going to see how that transpires. What does it say for injuries here? Doubtful. So Tua's probably not going to play. Teddy, I knew he was questionable too. So we're going to see what happens there. That does bring some concerns to light. I won't be putting a parlay together with this one by any means. Maybe the over-under there, 38.5. That's peaking towards that 40 mark we'd like. But nonetheless, we got Tyreek Hill for Dolphins. Mostert's been putting some work together on the passing game as well as on the ground in recent weeks here. So we're going to be leaning towards Miami in this one. Next matchup here, we got Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Tampa Bay has got to be close to getting in the playoffs here. Taking a peek. No, Atlanta is definitely going to be out. Atlanta is definitely eliminated. Tampa Bay actually clinched. Yes, forget they're in the shitty division. But they are making it to playoffs. Tom Brady might want to get one more. maybe they go lax on this one. I mean, keep Brady healthy, keep the offensive line healthy. Everyone's been having a lot of concussion and injury issues throughout the season. I'm going to be staying away from this one in week 18. It will be a little bit tougher to make these calls and these plays. Just do all that, preparing and keeping guys healthy for the true playoff runs here. So might lean Atlanta. Overall in this one, maybe we take Tampa Bay since they're +4 in this one. They're supposed to be the underdogs. Some potential weather in Atlanta, Georgia as well. So we'll definitely see how that one transpires. We got the next game, Arizona at San Francisco. San Francisco definitely in the playoffs. Arizona definitely not, I'm sure. I'm staying away from this spread. I think San Francisco could definitely get it done. Kyler Murray is not going to be playing in this one. You can see the +600 odds. Not even worth it picking overall for those odds there. I will be taking San Francisco overall and might as well take them +14 as well in this matchup. Next game here, Washington Commanders are definitely out of the playoffs. I do know that. Dallas Cowboys are they're making it in the finals here. Washington +5.5 is interesting, but I think the Cowboys can win this by a touchdown, if not double points as well. I know Commanders have good rushing defense, but we're going to rely on Dak a lot more to throw the ball. If, Dak is projected to go, over or under a half an interception this week, I think it'd be a good week. We got some great rushing defense for Washington in this one as well. Put some extra pressure on Dak, and he's thrown for 2, if not 3 interceptions just about every game his past couple matchups. So definitely liking Dallas in that one there. Moving on, we got the Chargers. Definitely going to take them. Not even going to overthink this one. Broncos, we like the defense for the Broncos passing game, and Justin Herbert will be put to the test. Might be a good warm-up game for him. Again, might be pulling starters in this one for the Chargers. So definitely not looking to put overs or unders for that matchup there. Next matchup here, we got the Seahawks at the Rams. Seattle maybe. Yep, they are definitely in contention here. The Rams are most definitely eliminated at this point. Seattle's definitely going to want to win, so I will be taking them overall for the win. I'm not sure about that spread there. I think they could definitely get it done by a touchdown, but nonetheless, the Rams are looking very iffy. They're one of the biggest teams with injuries at this point in the season. Quarterback, wide receiver injured, got some defensive key players as well out. So we're going to be looking for Seattle to take this one home in this matchup here. Last couple matchups here. If you aren't already subscribed, make sure you're subscribing. Drop a play down, or if you got still fantasy football championships, wondering who to start, drop your questions in the comments. Let's help you out with this final regular season of the NFL season here. We got the Eagles playing against the Giants here. The Giants got to be in the playoffs too, aren't they? Giants are in the playoffs. They've already clinched. Both teams are just playing for seeding at this point. The Giants win and the Vikings lose. Maybe they move up a little bit. I know the Vikings are playing for a spot as well, but nonetheless here we're going to be taking Philadelphia overall in this one. I'm not going to be taking the spread just because of weather. Thinking this might be a game where we're sitting a lot of guys. Think the Eagles definitely have enough power to cover the spread in a normal game, but just again with the end of the season coming upon us here, going to be staying away from that -14 spread. Final game here, we got the Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. The Packers win, they're in the playoffs. I'm thinking Aaron Rodgers is going to take this one away at home. Love the Detroit Lions. They've been doing great all season. I know Green Bay is -4.5 here. Just think some magic works with Green Bay being at home, and let's see it happen. What do you guys think about my picks this week? Finally, I want to know about this Green Bay game. This is going to be a great matchup. Everyone's going to be watching for that game there against two rivals in the same division there. If you guys are still following along here, make sure you leave a like down below. Tune in for the next one. We'll catch you guys there. Peace out.